Hi everybody, this is a video of the Superslim 4-foot fluorescent strip light with a blue T8 fluorescent tube. As you can see, I thought I'd do a video of this blue fluorescent tube in this Superslim strip light. And this is the very first video of it. And as you can see on it, it says Sylvania F36 watt / blue T8 www.sylvania-lighting.com, made in Germany, EAC UKCA with a crossed out bin on it, and it's got the starter button underneath at the very end there. So I'm not sure what make did this Superslim strip light, but anyway, it's still nice vintage. I know it's because I've scrubbed that bit when I bathed it. I know it's because I scrubbed it a bit hard, but to get all these aged bits of stains off. So, anyway, guys, so as you can see now, it's plugged in at the socket, turned on, and be ready to turn on at that little main switch as soon as I turn out these big lights. So, right, that's it now, guys. The big lights have gone out now. So, onto the blue strip light, everybody. Ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Certainly, well, I kind of blinked happy, but it was lighting the electrofilaments. I didn't think it was ever going to come on. But anyway, guys, so as you can see now, you see the very ends are going the ends are getting really bright, as the centre part is still looking very dark. It's hard to see it on camera, but you can actually see it through the camera. The ends are getting really shiny bright, whilst the centre's quite dark. But anyway, let's take a look right into it, looking nice and blue and everything. So, and you can see all them little flickering spells in that T8 tube. You always see it more in a T8 tube than a T12 tube. But you can see the etch on it. So as you can see, Sylvania F36 watts. It's got to be equivalent to 180 watts, surely. That's all it is. So it looks more blue when I come close up. But when I did the green one, when I did the camera coming up to the green one, it looked a bit more blue. But this looks a lot more bluer than blue tonight. But as you can see it, yeah, you can see all the bright ends, whilst the centre's still looking dark. And it's lighting up the carpet a nice. It looks more like ultraviolet blue, actually. But it's just with that new carpet. It's still classed as blue, but... And it will take a little while to get to its full brightness and everything as soon as it's reheated. It's got a nice... I'm glad that this strip light with a nice orange, pure and simple starter button. And that's why I call it starter button, because it sticks out like a button. Some people call it starter motor, but I call it starter button. That's what me and my mum call it. Because it sticks out like a button. It's like a I don't know how you call it, a knob or a circle button, yeah. It's got little dents on the sides that's used to put your fingers in when you twist it or rotate it clockwise and anti-clockwise, and that's all it does. So, anyway, let's just sit myself down, and so as you can see, look, the Superslim 4-foot strip light in blue. I think this is the very first video I've done this in blue. That was the very first video I've done it in red, yellow, green and blue, but now it's the blue one. So, last night was the green one, and the other nights was yellow and red, but now it's the green one. It's more, I think that's kind of in the mix with green. That's what blue is all about, yeah. And let's look all around my ceiling. Oh god, you see all the trimmings lighting up my room, and nice blue colour. It's like being in one of the toilets. Now, to tell you this, anything that's like fluorescent orange, it shines up, and it shines up anything fluorescent orange. That's what this ultraviolet, well, because it's got more stronger ultraviolet. That's what a blue fluorescent tube does. But it's because, yeah, it's got the most ultraviolet in it. That's why it shows up any shiny bits. But when it becomes black light blue, it shines a bit more, you can see more white showing up, and it shows my carpet's not being cleaned, but that's all it is. And that's a Sylvania as well as green, red and yellow, except the red one, and the same thing one on the 5-foot principle. So, and as you can see now, it's and once again, it's lit up my nice, beautiful carpet. A nice blue colour with that nice new carpet. So, and it's like being in one of the toilets. You know, toilets, and usually they're made for toilet purposes, blue tubes, as well as like being in the front of a bus to show up any subtypes of drugs or anything suspicious. That's all it does. So, and, oh, excuse me. Sorry, excuse my burping, guys. So, anyway, guys, so as you can see now, the Superslim 4-foot strip lights Looks like it's almost reached its full brightness and everything. So, and all I'm going to do now is turn it off and turn it back on. Okay, guys, I'll get a bit closer. Here we go. Right, that's it now. It went a bit green when I turned it off. So, all I'm going to do now is switch this strip light back on now, guys. Here we go. Wow, and it blinked happy this time without lighting those end electrodes up. So, and that's all it does. And it has it's like I can say, lights a nice bright orangey colour, and I love the look of that starter button. It looks like the starter's working perfectly, but it doesn't start it too quickly. It just like takes time. It like starts more slowly. I didn't think it looked so like a motor. I don't understand why they call that little starter motor. Usually starter motors are usually called starter motors like you do in vehicles and engines. But these you call it starter fuse. I think fuse is the best word. I usually actually tend to call it starter battery. That's what I call it. But all in nice blue. Yeah, and I know it's like I said, in the front and on each end of this fitting, it looks a bit scratched off a bit because I use one of those scrubbing brushes to make it all sparkling clean, and that's as clean as it'll get really. But as I bathed it, so and I bathed it and I washed up the I didn't actually damped up the clean damped the end caps on it, those twist and lock in, but that's all it is. So and that's all it is. And look all around the side, it's nice and blue and everything, like Mr. Freeze. I remember I used to play Mr. Freeze back at my school as blue Mr. Freeze and yellow Mr. Sunshine, and that's all it is. And I used to be a bit fussed about it because like yellows is such a nice colour, they can attract bees and wasps, and that's all it does. So. And that's all it is, guys. So, anyway, guys, so as you can see now, the Superslim strip light has reached its full brightness at 36 watts warm and 180 watts bright and everything, guys. So, as you can see now, and it's reached its full brightness in the blue Kelvin. Yeah, like a nice deep blue sea colour. So, anyway, guys, all I'm going to do now is switch out that strip light now. Right, that's it now. That's totally gone out instantly. So, all I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to turn this big light back on. Right, that's it now, guys. The big lights are back on now, everybody. So, anyway, guys, this is a video of the Superslim 4-foot fluorescent strip light with a blue T8 fluorescent tube and everything, everybody. So, I hope you all enjoyed this video. So, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, everybody.